Is there any other people seeking to speak in public forum? Any other people? Okay, so we move.
I'd like to speak in public forum.
Okay, come forward.
I think I'll just stand here if it's okay, it's too hard. I'd just like to acknowledge Ngāti Whatua o Aorake, who have just spoken. I want to be clear here that at the beginning of the, I think I'm all right, at the beginning of the issue to save the Western Springs Forest, the council asked me to have mana whenua come and support us. So I went everywhere I could and I said, are you mana whenua of this area? Will you help us save the native forest underneath these great pines? No mate, no, too busy. Are you mana whenua of this area? Will you help us save the native forest and all of the indigenous plants, birds, insects and eels in the Western Springs Urban Forest? Oh, sorry Lise, I'm too busy, I just got a corporate job. And I went on and on and on until one day I went, I've had enough. And I stood up and I said, all right then, until such time as mana whenua will step up and stand forward and protect our indigenous bush, insects, birds and forest, I am mana whenua. Now I said that with all due respect and knowledge, not in an attempt to claim ownership or power or control, but to put a stake in the ground to this council and this board that no mana whenua had stood up to help us save Western Springs, or to at least engage. So when Ngāti Whatua o Aorake come here today claiming ownership, I go, it is a long, long, long time after this board first initiated the culling of the 578 mature pines that were protecting the emergence of a native forest in what I call the Western Springs Ridge and the Western Springs Forest and Park. And so with all due respect, there are many voices now in Auckland that must be heard, that must be listened to, and not because we claim more or less than anything. I retire any claim to being mana whenua whatsoever, but I have no regrets in standing up and initiating the conversation across this country and the debate. And I would also ask you, as you engage with Ngāti Whatua o Aorake, that you consider all of the peoples who have lived here, the fights, the battles, the trading of places, and that we somehow come to a new position where we all respect our native bush, our native forest, our native insects, birds, eels and fish, and that we collectively lead the way into a better future. And so I hope I put to rest this myth and legend that I am mana whenua, that I have claims. I simply have a claim to caring about our native environment and our urban environment. And I wish this to be put to rest so that I no longer have to live under this cloud of shame that was created around Suala and I, because we dared to stand up on Aorake, I beg your pardon.
On Owairaka.
Owairaka. And to try and stay from this council and the Te Punamanga Authority the culling of 375 exotic trees that are currently providing the same job as the forest pines do, which is to allow our native forest to cloak Auckland slowly but surely. And I want to draw this board's attention to the illegal felling at Cox's Creek last week, when a arborist went, I don't need resource consent, and the truth is it was an SEA. Across the city right now as we speak, hundreds of chainsaws are cutting down native and exotic trees on public and private property, and it is upon this board to begin, or not to begin, I'm going to put a motion, that this board accepts a motion that tree protection be reinstated across Auckland, and that no trees on public or private land may be cut down that are over 2 metres tall without explicit permission from an independent body who has the power not to be influenced by resource consent or building consent. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I'll move that Lisa Prager be thanked for the presentation and attendance at the meeting. Is there a seconder? Seconded Sarah. Any discussion? Those in favour say
No, that was quite, do I have to thank you?
No, you don't have to thank her. I'm moving that we thank her.
Why don't you want to thank me?
I just found your speech a bit racist, I'd rather not.
Why am I racist in that speech?
No, we don't have a
Well, if
dialogue
someone's
with
going to
the
call me a
audience.
racist, they bloody stand up and justify it. Because I am many, many things, but I am not a racist. So justify that.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to have a vote.
Well, then you cannot say, I will not thank a person if I'm claiming they are a racist and not justify it. How dare you?
So
How dare
the
you?
resolution, those in favour will say aye, contrary no, it's carried.
How dare
Are there
you?
any other people want to speak?